Hello class 7. Welcome to Ideal Classroom. Today we are going to cover exercise 1.4 of our NCERT book. So let's begin. Question number 1, evaluate the following. The A part is minus 30 divided by 10. So we have to write down this 10 as a denominator. Cancel out. And we have minus 3. These questions are not very difficult. We have already learned in lower classes. B part is 50 divided by minus 5. Again the same step, 50 divided by minus 5. Cancel out, 5 tens are 5 ones are 5, 5 tens are 50. So we have minus 10 answer. C part, minus 36 divided by minus 9, and we have both numbers in negative sign, so negative will get positive. 36 upon 9, we have both negative sign, cancel out, 9 fours are 36, so we have 4 as answer. D part, minus 49 divided by 49, so nothing to do here, minus 49 upon 49, cancel out, minus 1 answer. E part, 13 divided by minus 2 plus 1. So here the question is, we have minus 2 and plus 1, so first we will solve this bracket. So 13 divided by minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. So next step is 13 divided by minus 1. We have 13 with minus sign, answer. F part, 0 divided by minus 12. Here we need to remember one thing. If we have minus 12 in denominator. If we have denominator with number, we get 0. But if we in denominator we have 0, suppose minus 12 upon 0, then this is not defined. So no need to get confused. Here we get answer 0. G part, minus 31 divided by minus 30 plus minus 1. So according to Bodmer's rule, first we will solve small bracket, after that big bracket, then we will go to division work. So come to first bracket, minus 30 plus minus 1, after that minus 31 divided by minus 30 minus 30 minus 1 is minus 31. So again divided, minus 31, cancel out, and we have answer as a 1. Next part, H. H part is minus 36 divided by 12 and divided by 3. So first we will solve this bracket. After that we will come to this and this parts. Minus 36 divided by 12. Cancel out, minus 3. Now we have minus 3 divided by 3. So come to next step, minus 3 divided by 3. Cancel out, and we have minus 1. Last part, I. Minus 6 plus 5 and divided by minus 2 plus 1. So again we have to first solve these two brackets. Minus 6 plus 5 is minus 1, divide minus 2 plus 1, minus 1, because we know minus plus is minus. Now we have minus 1 divided by minus 1, cancel out minus with minus and 1 with 1. So we have one answer. So here we have all parts done. Question number 2, verify the given expression. So here A part, A divided by B plus C not equal to A divided by B plus A minus A divided by C, where A is equal to 12, B is equal to minus 4 and C is equal to 2. So first step, we have to substitute value A equal to 12, B equal to minus 4, C equal to 2 in this given expression. So putting values in this expression given. So A is 12, here 12 divided by B plus C, B is minus 4 plus C is 2, not equal sign, A 12 divided by B, B is minus 4 and C plus A is 12 again and divided by 2. Now 12, first we will solve this given bracket, minus 4 plus 2, minus 2, sign, this is our actually left side, this is right side. So we can take left hand side and right hand side accordingly. So 12 divided by minus 4, we know that 12 upon minus 4, we have minus 3 plus 12 upon 2, 6. So 12 divided by 2 is minus 6, minus 3 plus 6 is 3. So here we can see that left hand side is not equal to right side. So left hand side not equal to right hand side, and we had to prove this, that this left hand side is not equal to right hand side. So since left hand side is not equal to right hand side, hence verified. So in this question, first we have to substitute or put all the given values in the expression and then solve left hand side and right hand side. Part B. And in this part we have A equal to minus 10, B equal to 1 and C equal to 1. So we will follow the same step which we had followed in A part. So putting values in this given expression. So here A is minus 10 divided B plus C, B is 1, C is 1. So 1 plus 1, not equal sign, A divided by B, it means minus 10 divided by 1 plus A minus 10 divided by 1. So here minus 10, solve this part, 1 plus 1 is 2, not equal sign, minus 10 divided by 1 is minus 10 and plus minus 10 divided by 1 is again minus 10. So here minus 10 divided by 2, we have 5, not equal to sign, minus 10 is minus 20. So here we can see that left hand side is not equal to right hand side. So left hand side not equal to right hand side. If right hand side is not equal to left hand side or left hand side is not equal to right hand side, then we can say that this equation or this expression is verified. Hence verified. So These are the steps to solve the expression. Question number 3, fill in the blanks. I have written all the part to save time. To get answer of each part, we have to do some rough work. The first part is 369 divided by blank equal to 369. Here let the unknown number be x. 369 divided by x equal to 369. And if we have divide sign, then x will be denominator of this number equal to 369. Now transposing, they will interchange the place. 369 divided by 369 and this x will go here. Now cancel out 1. So this unknown number is 1. So answer is 1. We will follow the same procedure for B part also. So B is minus 75 divided by unknown number, minus 75 divided by x equal to minus 1. Again minus 75 divided by x equal to minus 1. Same transpose, minus 75 upon minus 1 equal to x. Cancel out. We have 75 now. C part, minus 206 divided by x equal to 1. I have already told you that we have to take unknown number be x. So 206 divided by x equal to 1. Transpose, minus 206 upon 1 equal to x. So we get answer minus 206. Next one is minus 87 divided by x equal to 87. The same rule, same steps. Answer is minus 1. Next one, E part, x divided by 1 minus 87. Now x upon 1 equal to minus 87. So multiply x equal to minus 87. F part is unknown number x divided by 48 equal to minus 1. So same steps we will follow. X upon 48 divided by minus 1. Transpose, x equal to minus 1 multiply with 48. So minus 48. G part, 20 divided by x equal to minus 2. 20 upon x equal to minus 2. Transpose, 20 minus 2 equal to x. Cancel out, minus 10 equal to x. So we get answer minus 10. And last one is, this one is x divided by 4 equal to minus 3. Now x upon 4 equal to minus 3. Multiply x equal to minus 3 multiply with 4 minus 12. So here we have minus 12. So these are your answer. Write 5 pairs of integers a, b such that a divided by b equal to minus 3. So here we have equation a divided by b equal to minus 3. We have to find out such pair when we divide two integers we get the answer minus 3. To make easier, a divided by b equal to minus 3. As we know that if divided sign is there, then it means a is divided by b. So a upon b equal to minus 3. Now transpose a upon minus 3 equal to b. So the next step is we have to see that this number is multiple of how many numbers. So we can find out that 3 is multiple of 6. This time we are neglecting minus sign. After that we will add it. Multiple of 3 is 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 and so on. So we can do with easy way that first step is let A is 6 minus 3 equal to B. It means 3 cancel out, 2 minus 2 equal to B. So here we can make a table. A, B. First I took A as a 6. If I took 6 A, I got B minus 2. It means first pair is 6 and minus 2. This is our first pair. And second pair, in this way, we will select next one is 9. So 9 upon minus 3 equal to B. Cancel out 3. So B is minus 3. If I put A 9, then I got B minus 3. This is our second pair. Third pair. Next multiple is 12. So 12 upon minus 3 equal to B. Follow the same rule. 3 4s are 12 and we have minus 4. So B is minus 4 and A is 12. Next one, next multiple is minus 15. So 15 upon minus 3 equal to B. Cancel out 15. 3 5s are 15. So minus 5. So A is 15 and B is minus 5. Fifth part, fifth pair. Next multiple is 18. So 18 upon minus 3 equal to B. Cancel out 6 equal to B. So if I took 18 as A, value of A is 18, then I get B minus 6. So here are 5 pairs. So in the last we are writing all the pairs. 6 minus 2, 9 minus 3, 12 minus 4, 15 minus 5 and 18 minus 6. So these are 5 pairs, and for verification we can substitute the value. So first example, 6 and minus 2. If I write here 6 divided by minus 2, you divide it, you get minus 3. This is verified. It means you can check your all the pairs. Question number 5. The temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees Celsius above zero. If it decreases at rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour until midnight, at what time would the temperature be 8 degrees Celsius below zero? What would be the temperature at midnight? Temperature at 12 noon. So we know that noon means 12 p.m. sharp and midnight means 12 a.m. So here we have to see the question. Temperature at 12 noon and temperature is given 10 degree Celsius. Celsius. And in question, rate of decrease in temperature is given 2 degrees Celsius. And this is understood if temperature is decreasing, it means minus. So rate of decrease in temperature. Till midnight. And what is the rate? 2 degree Celsius. Now in question we have to find out temperature at midnight. So we have to find out temperature at midnight. So we know that from noon to midnight we have 12 hours. So by a small number system we can see that if right side, this is positive sign and this is minus, because in mid we have 0, and when we go to right side we have positive sign, and if we go to left side we have negative sign. So suppose this is our noon, it means when we go to left, because this is decreasing, then we come back to minus, it means midnight is here. So according to the rule, we have 12 hours between noon and midnight. We have how many hours? 12 hours. We can count here also that from 12, 11, 10 and come back to midnight. So we have 12 hours from noon to midnight. So the temperature after 12 hours, so the temperature after 12 hours with respect to noon and how many hours? 12 hours. And what is the rate of decrease? 2 degree. It is 24. And because temperature is decreasing, so minus degree Celsius. But at noon temperature was 10 degrees Celsius. So we have to subtract this one, because actual temperature is 10 degrees Celsius at the time of noon. At noon, temperature was 10 degree Celsius. So actual temperature at midnight is at midnight 10 degree, and we have minus 24 degree. So 10 degree plus minus 24 degree equal to 10 minus 24 and minus 14 degree Celsius. So temperature at midnight will be minus 14 degree Celsius. Now we have to find at what time the temperature will be minus 8 degree Celsius. And temperature at midnight is minus 14 degree Celsius, we just found here. So temperature at midnight we just found that minus 14 degree Celsius is at midnight, and midnight means 12 AM, and the rate of decrease in temperature is 2 degrees Celsius per hour, and rate of decrease in temperature (2 degrees Celsius per hour). So here 12 AM, and 12 AM the temperature is minus 14 degree Celsius, and the rate of decrease in temperature per hour is minus 2 degree, because decreases. So we have to subtract 2 degrees Celsius in every hour. So at 11 p.m. because we have 12 midnight and before 11 p.m. will come. So minus 14 degrees Celsius minus 2 degree Celsius. So we have minus 14 degree Celsius minus plus 2 degree Celsius, and minus plus again minus. So minus 14 plus 2 is minus 12 degree Celsius. It means at 11 p.m. the temperature is minus 12 degree Celsius. Now we are coming to 10 p.m. So 10 p.m. temperature is minus 12 degree Celsius and minus 2 again minus 2. So minus 2 degree Celsius minus and minus plus 2 degree Celsius. Now we have minus 2 plus 10, minus 12 plus 2 is minus 10 degree Celsius. It means at 10 p.m. we have minus 10 degree Celsius temperature. So coming back to 9. So 9 p.m. See the temperature here. At 10 we have minus 10 degree Celsius and again minus 2 degree Celsius. So minus 10 degree Celsius minus plus 2 degree Celsius, we have minus 8 degree Celsius. So we can see that at 9 p.m. minus 8 degree Celsius will be as a temperature. So minus 9 p.m. is our answer. Question number 6. In a class test, plus 3 marks are given for every correct answer and minus 2 marks are given for every incorrect answer, and no marks for not attempting any question. So first part is Radhika scored 20 marks. If she has got 12 correct answers, how many questions has she attempted incorrectly? And second part is Mohini scored minus 5 marks in this test. Though she has got 7 correct answers, how many questions has she attempted incorrectly? So marks given for every correct answer is 3. Marks given for every correct answer. Every correct answer she scored 3, and for incorrect answer minus 2, and for questions not attempted not attempted 0. So she doesn't get any marks if she doesn't attempt the question. Here Radhika's score is 20. Radhika's score 20, and number of correct answers 12. Number of correct answer 12. And she gets 3 marks for every correct answer. It means she gets 12 multiplied by 3. It means 36 marks. So number of correct answer is 12. So total marks for 12 correct answers. Total marks for correct answers 12 into 3, that is 36. Now total marks for incorrect answers we have to find out. Total marks for incorrect answers. Her score is 20, and for correct answer 36. It means she scores minus 16 for incorrect answers. Now we have to find out number of questions she gave wrong answer. So here total marks for incorrect answer is minus 16 and marks given for one incorrect answer is minus 2. So marks given for, we know for 1 minus 2 and for x we don't know x. It means we are going to find out number of questions. So marks given for x questions, incorrect questions. Incorrect answer 16 and for minus 2 for every wrong answer, which is minus 16 divided by minus 2. This is 8. It means she gave 8 wrong answers. So Radhika attempted 8 incorrect answer. Now we already discussed marks given for every correct answer is 3 and incorrect answer is minus 2 and for question not attempted 0. So here Mohini's score is given. Mohini's score and this is minus 5. Number of correct answers, how many? 7. And if she gives 7 correct answers, it means her score is 7 3s are 21. So marks for answers seven 3 21. So total score for incorrect answers, it means minus 5 with 21. So total score for incorrect answer equal to minus 5 minus 21. And minus 5 minus 21 is minus 26. It means her score is minus 26 for giving incorrect answers. So we have to find out number of incorrect answers. So minus 2 is given for incorrect answer. Number of incorrect answers. Minus 26 total score, incorrect answers, and minus 2 is given for 1 incorrect answer. So cancel out and we get 13. It means number of correct answers she gave 13. So that's Mohini attempted 13 incorrect answer. Question number 7. An elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meters per minute. If the descent starts from 10 meters above the ground level, how long will it take to reach 350 meters, which is in minus? So here rate of descent is 6 meters per minute. And starting position of descent is meter above ground level. Here, to clear your concept, I would like to explain in another way. Suppose this is your number line and this is our ground level, that is 0. If we are here and we go above, the plus sign will come because we are going up. If we are going below, then minus. It means this is ground level, above going up, below going down. So above ground level, suppose here this is 10 meter. So 10 meter is in positive. So this is plus 10. And now below. So suppose here we are here 350 meter below ground level, means minus 350 meter. So now starting position of descent is 10 meter above ground level. So here the position is here. Now we are going down. So minus. Now time taken to reach minus 350. Now we have to find out time. So minus 350 to reach here. So time taken to reach minus 350 meter. We don't know how long it will take. So minus 350 meter, we don't know the time. We have to find out the time. So total distance covered, here is 10 meter and here minus 350. So total distance covered, meter, this is 10 and we are adding this 10 meter plus minus and minus is 350. So 10 minus plus 350, 360. It means total distance from here to here is 360 meter. Now time taken to cover 6 meter for 6 meter. Now time taken to cover 6 meter and the time is 1 minute. It means in 1 minute it covers 6 meter. So in 1 meter it takes 1/6 minutes and the total distance is 360. It means in 360 meter 1/6, we are applying here unitary method which you already learned in class 6. So 1/6 multiplied by 360. 6 1 are 6, 6 6 are 36 and 60. It means 60 minutes. So to cover the distance it takes 60 minutes and we all know 60 minutes equal to 1 hour. 1 hour. So elevator takes 1 hour to cover 360 meter. Answer. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching.